couple of stewards at the front, middle, back. Bang at 11, high vis on. We're going to be like unemployment officer stewards. Be like, come on guys, let's get into the dole queue. 2.7 million unemployed, get in the dole queue.
Woke up this morning, I didn't know what to expect. You can plan the basics of meeting somewhere and having props, but sometimes you feel really isolated in these things. You think, I'm the only one that cares about stopping the cuts, or I'm the only one that doesn't want this austerity programme. And you come around the corner and there's 200 people that think the same thing. We're here to recreate one of the most iconic images in Tory propaganda.
Come on, get in the queue!
Time here, please stop here.
Start here. Can we stay
Come on, form the queue, folks.
That way, sorry.
This way.
In the queue.
Yes, for a very important day. It's budget day.
So we're not invisible. All of the cuts that happen impact on disabled people more than anybody else, because not only are we facing social services cuts, we're facing benefit cuts, we're facing cuts to services, we're facing cuts to resources.
I know I'll be out to work in a couple of months myself, and I just particularly don't think there's anything out there. I don't think they're putting any money into any kind of local business, any local growth or anything, and I just don't see any kind of bright future in Merseyside at least.
Basically, I'm fucked at the moment. You know, I've been through like the ATOS assessment process. Really bad experience of that. I had to give up a career because of my health problems. They're still saying that I'm fit for work. There aren't even jobs out there in the job market for people to get. They know that. You know, and I think a lot of what they're doing with all this stuff around cutting benefits and bringing in workfare is basically about the capitalist interest in this country. Think that the pay and conditions expectations of workers in this country are too high.
Tax the rich, not the poor. Tax the rich, not the poor. Not the poor. Tax the rich, not the poor. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back! You up, everyone! Fight back!
What about the Lib Dems at the moment?
I don't think they're making any difference. And I just think that they've facilitated this whole thing happening, you know, all the cuts that are going on. They're responsible for what's happened to the NHS.
I really don't want my girls to grow up in a country that has no NHS and where wages don't pay rent and where the rich don't pay their fair share.
Quite worried about the cuts to working tax credits, because I'm going to need that probably to pay for childcare to go back to work in August.
Even with 2 wages, it's difficult to cover just a normal rent. And then if you're going to have to start thinking about health insurance on top of that, I mean, it's...
Well, this dole queue is a lot nicer. In the dole queue in my job centre, like, the air is really stuffy and it's really miserable when everyone sits there, like, avoiding each other's eye contact. I've been applying time and time again to loads of jobs and I haven't got any successes. And at the job centre and the government's policies, they're all based on, it's the individual's fault. They need more work experience. Actually, they need to go and work there.
I couldn't go back after my maternity leave after having my second child because I was working 2 days a week and my wages were $500 a month. And the nursery fees were $1,000 a month. Things weren't fair in the first place, obviously, but it is getting a lot worse. I remember when I was little being not really able to comprehend how people managed in America, and I feel like in 5 years' time we're going to be exactly there.
With the budget that's been announced, it's hardly going to help growth or anything else. Then, putting down a library assistant as one of my job searches seems a bit of a dead end, really, when they're cutting so brutally. But I will try, don't worry. I'll definitely give it a go. I will fill out my job search thing and everything.
Listen to us!
Listen to us!
Not the banks! I got into activism about a year ago. My brother has autism and his disability living allowance is in jeopardy, and my mum worked for the NHS and her job was cut, and I was just really tired of writing to my MP and going to boring marches and vigils, so I got involved in UK Uncut.
It's ludicrous. I'm applying for all these low-paid, quite badly paid positions when I've invested 4 years of my life in university and a lot of money and huge amounts of debt for this. I've just got rejection after rejection after rejection. And the other day when I got a rejection, I really thought that I got this one job. I just got another email saying, oh, you haven't. And I just cried because I was just like, I'm just sick of this now. The rejection letters are starting to hurt.
Do the people in there do anything about it?
Not at all. I've lost all faith in politicians. And frankly, I think a lot of them don't care.